Welcome to the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton, where minds are mentored, minds are structured, minds are put into a whole structured manner, where we have got students from all over walks of life. When you see at the back of my statue there, we have flags from different countries, from Southern Africa, part of it, from Eastern Africa, from West Africa, and not forgetting Kenya at large.
First, the university itself, before even starting there, the innovation itself, it gave me the space to really, in terms of facilitation, in terms of how they teach and how they look at in the let's say, my Department of Finance, it really gave me the sense of I'm good at looking at gaps.
The university also has a graduate school which basically handle postgraduate students. The university has also the research function, but also innovation, and it also has a number of other service units.
Number one, we normally tell the students who are supposed to join this university that when you join here, if your program is supposed to take 4 years, you have no business here after 4 years because you finish in a record time. Why? Because in this university, we've been here for the past 43 years. We have never had lecturers strike.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming to you live from the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton, one of the most popular universities around here in Eastern Africa and even the entire Africa. Join me as we speak to Meule Wafula, a student of innovation. He has a story and get ready to hear from him. Hello, Meule Wafula. Without introducing you, I just want you to take a moment of a minute to introduce yourself briefly and deeply at the same time.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Meule Ovamas Wafula, student in the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton, pursuing finance and a background in software. Yes, I'm a senior student. Finishing probably by next year.
Okay. What inspired you into finance and specifically the innovation in software?
Backgroundly, it started where I was like after Form 4. I was living in Busia and I was working at the custom. And the space of finance, economics was not a thing that I had grown with. I'd grown with medicine and other things inspiring to do that. But when I tried testing the economics part and the finance space, it really pushed me towards doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where the changing point turned all of a sudden.
Behind the scenes, as we were doing some behind the scenes story, you shared a story on innovation.
Yes.
Describe your project in some few minutes.
Okay, so my innovation, by its name, it's called Mkiondo Chap Chap. Its slogan is shop fast, shop smart. It's a self-checkout system, one of a kind, let me say one of a kind of it's in Africa, being innovated, being built, being nurtured, being incubated in the University of Eastern African Baraton. It's a self-checkout system whereby as you're shopping in the trolley, you drop your items, it scans seamlessly, mindlessly, then gives you the totalization of how much you need to pay, and you check out without even queuing.
Oh, yeah. Nice. What inspired the word Mkiondo?
Most of the startups, let's say innovation, they like taking the generic name. Okay. And for you to sell and for you to really mean that you are developing something for Africa, it's better to have its natural name, or let's say a land name. And from the word Mkiondo, Kiondo, as you know, it's a kikapu in the Kikuyu Q background. Chap chap is the speed on how you can fast shop and check out. Then the aspect of M, the mobility, the mobile transaction and everything, just like M-Pesa, it's Pesa and the mobility of it. You can do anything from yourself. Yeah.
We are in the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton.
Okay.
And of course, there must be resources you need. How did the university come to support you?
First, the university itself, before even starting there, the innovation itself, it gave me the space to really, in terms of facilitation, in terms of how they teach and how they look at in the let's say my department of finance, it really gave me the sense of looking. I'm good at looking at gaps. The gaps is what really brings me to like see what exactly can I solve in this space of innovation. And through that, the university itself has enabled the students, and I'm part of the students who have been enabled in terms of getting the networks outside to express what you have through facilitation. We have gone to Kenya, that is Kenya National Innovation Space, and at the agency. We have gone to Nakosti, that's the other month. This month we're working on going for NRF at the same time. It gives you the space, the connection towards the outward space of industry and the academic aspect as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Speaking of the story or the narration you've done, I know there must be some human resources around here, lecturers, tutors.
Yes.
How can you speak of them?
One thing I can speak about the University of Eastern African Baraton human capital, if I may term it, is that, you know, in the innovation space, and if you have heard about M-Pesa, despite the fact the story is kind of shady, we don't know the truth or something, the aspect to get someone who can really help you from their heart and not just help you because of what the reward will come at the end of it all or whenever you're sitting on. It's a unique thing in the University of Eastern African Baraton, whereby from my supervisors, they are at heart to make sure whatever you're doing helps you, builds you, and you don't get discouraged with the environs of how you're passing through. Because innovation itself, innovation space, it's very difficult. And I really appreciate how not only my supervisors but the lecturers, even how they teach, how they attend their classes, how they dedicate yourself in terms of making sure you're well equipped in terms of how it's like they respect you as a customer. They know you have paid and you're supposed to get the service rendered. They do it from their heart. It's not because they're going to be paid or something. They do it like parents, and that has really motivated me and has really pushed through, really trusting them in terms of how they have human capacitated on my innovation.
Yeah, you have a great story.
Yeah.
And I want you to speak to the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton, holistically now, as a student.
Okay. If I speak to the University of Eastern African Baraton holistically as a student, is that my vision is, or let me even term it in terms of how I came to the University of Eastern African Baraton. Because initially I was supposed to come here.
Okay.
I have even the letter of transfer from other university to the University of Eastern African Baraton. It's a dream. In high school, people came and visit here. I never came, but from the stories I had, it made me to come here.
Oh, great.
And there are a lot of dreams, a lot of people who are having dreams who are coming as well here. And the only talk we can speak holistically, and maybe if I term it to Ellen G. White, is the aspect of service and the aspect of making sure the students' dreams come to true and come to existence. And I, part of the student, I'm working either way, graduating or not graduating, to make sure other students have their dreams come to true.
Conclusion. I want you to conclude with value. Speak to that innovator who's yet to realize his dream at the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton.
Okay. First, let me start with those who are yet to join. So like, there was an instance I was having some students who were asking me, how do I get, what course do I do like to get to do such a thing? And if I start at that point before I get to those who are currently enrolled, is that even if whatever you do as a person, even if it's, let's say, poultry, even if it's something else, one major thing you're supposed to look at yourself is make sure that you find the passion of what you're doing. No matter what you're doing, if you do it with the best, you will find the gap. And to the continuing students, innovation space is where we are going. The gap of Kenya is going to increase. I can give a data that we were given at the Kenya Innovation Space, is that we are having a funding that has been gapped in Nairobi of over 34.5 billion USD. That's waiting for innovators, waiting for entrepreneurs, waiting for young to think and solve problem. Just the problem is, you know, if you hear innovator, you think it's someone who is doing science. Innovation is very simple. It's looking for a gap, and the gap is termed towards design thinking. Put yourself into the shoes of whoever is going to consume either a service or product or the problem itself. Think it thoroughly, make it simple, sit down. That is a step for innovation, because you're creating something, you're solving problems. So get out here, solve problems. I know the employment sector is going to be, it's not going to be the norm. Yes.
And speaking to that, I know as we conclude, how do you see your project or your innovation in the near future?
My project in Kiondo Chap in the near future, talking of December, it will be launching in Nairobi. I'm working on launching it this December at Kenya Innovation Week. And I'm working on with the CEO to make sure I'm being graced by the president as the president is launching the event itself.
Yes.
By the way, I was amongst the shortlist of the presidential award.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So I'm looking forward to have the project enroll, let me say, grow as I grow myself, and working on several projects as well.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Congratulations, and we wish you all the very best, Meule.
Thank you.
Asante
Thank you very
sana.
much.
Thank you for watching. We are coming to you live from the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton.
The University of Eastern Africa Baraton, an institution of higher learning run by the Seventh-day Adventist Church, is a leading private university in Kenya that was established in 1978. The university prides itself as the first university to be granted a charter by the government of the Republic of Kenya in 1991. Located in the picturesque Nandi County, the university offers a calming and conducive environment for students to study, innovate, and recreate.
It's yet another time. They say, when challenges are received with humility, and reception, it leads to maturity. Today, we are speaking to one Professor Msafiri Jackson, all the way from the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton, just to get a clear picture of how the environment transforms lives, from students to professionals, in Africa and beyond Africa. Karibu sana as we speak to the VC, University of Eastern Africa, Baraton. I am Shadrach Kimeli. Karibu sana, Professor, and introduce yourself to the audience briefly.
Yeah, my name is Professor Msafiri Jackson, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton.
Okay, adding to that a brief introduction, please introduce University of Eastern Africa, Baraton, to our audience.
The University of Eastern Africa, Baraton was established in 1978. So it has been around for the last 47 years. Currently, the university has 4 schools, which include the School of Humanities, Social Science and Education, a school which also houses the Department of Theology, but we also have a School of Business, The School of Business also houses the Department of Information System and Computing. We also have a School of Nursing and Public Health, but also a School of Science and Technology. Now, within the School of Science and Technology, we also have a sub-department of Agriculture. But further than that, the university also has a graduate school, which basically handles postgraduate students. The university has also the research function, but also innovation, and it also has a number of other service units. The university is located in Nandi County in Kenya, and it has trained more than 15,000 students over the years. Thank you.
Wow, wow. Professor, what makes the university unique from the other universities?
Okay, the university emphasizes on faith-based training. In other words, it integrates faith matters with the education, and therefore we try as much as possible to produce the students who are very ethical when it comes to their execution of their work. But also the university emphasizes on practical training, producing people with the relevant skills for the market. And we focus mainly on developing and running programs which are relevant, which are practical, so that when the students finish in this university, they can go out and kind of do their job well. The university also has industries, industries from bakery, farms, hospitals, and other industries. Yes. And therefore our students have an opportunity to work in this industry and therefore acquire practical skills. Otherwise, that's what we are doing.
Thank you so much. And speaking to the practical skills, I know the university is doing a lot to ensure that students get quality education and global competitiveness. Maybe you can briefly tell us about what you're doing specifically.
Yeah, I think the university is very serious when it comes to quality, monitoring the teaching, teaching in classes, but also in laboratories, in farms. And we have demonstration farm. We ensure that our students, apart from getting theoretical knowledge, they also do the farming. They also work with the in pottery, but also in dairy and stuff like that. So we emphasize on the practical aspect, but also, of course, theoretical side is also important for us.
Okay. In terms of mobility, on maybe you are getting out of school for practical experiences, expos, innovation expos, how can you explain to us about the mobility in terms of transport, facilitation?
Okay, for us, practical training in industry is important.
Yes.
And we work with industry.
Yes.
And by industry here, we also mean the service offering industries such as hospitals, clinics, and other type of industry. Yes. So our students have a duration. In academic year, they spend a significant part of the academic year in the industry.
Yes.
They work there, they stay there. But also we have another aspect whereby students travel around the country to visit the areas where they can learn. They travel to Mombasa, to Kisumu, and other places, depending, of course, on the nature of the courses that they are being taught in a particular year, but also the field of study.
Okay. Speak to the spiritual aspect of it in terms of the church, the professionals, the men and women of God coming to speak to them.
Yeah, we organize a number of programs. We have weeks of spiritual emphasis in this university. Every semester we have one such a program where we invite speakers from different parts of the world to come and speak with our students. We invite choirs, but also we organize camp meetings within the university.
Yes.
But also we have a church program, spiritual program every week. We have prayers on Wednesday evening. We have Sabbath Vespers on Saturday evening, but also we have Sabbath program.
Yes.
And all these are spiritual programs. We have also what we call a prayer band within the university. We have outreach team within the university. All these ensure that the students are well nourished when it comes to spiritual matters.
Okay. Speaking of spiritual matters and creating value in the lives of your students around the university, just speak to where you see the school in the next 5 years, 10 years, or let's call it in the future.
Our future is bright. We are currently in the process of developing market-oriented programs. As a matter of fact, recently our University Senate approved programs such as cybersecurity, data science, but also BSc in information technology. We have programs such as aviation management. It has already been accredited. We have programs such as clinical medicine. They are planned. We're expected to launch this program this year, and therefore we are looking forward to a bright future. But also we are trying to revamp our industry.
Yes.
The industry within the university is being revamped, and we are doing well in a number of industries, including bakery, but also farms. But also we have restaurants which are doing well. So we are trying to revamp the industry within the university.
Okay.
And therefore we are looking forward to a better future.
Diving into the revamping the industry around the institution, align it with how the world is changing digitally. How is Baraton coming in to enable students with skills associating with what they are doing in terms of innovation? Because recently we've been speaking to one of your students called Meule Wafula, an innovation student who has done very well innovating an innovation called M. Kiondo. Speak to that in association of the digital economy transforming.
We emphasize on digitization, digitization of various processes within the university. But we also emphasize on innovation. We have an innovation team, we have an innovation committee, and basically we are trying to develop technologies as a university. We also like to work with industry in developing these technologies to make sure that the technologies that are developed at Baraton, they are relevant, they are required, they are developed based on the need of the industry.
Yes.
So that is an area that we're working with. We have lecturers who are able to mentor students. So we have a club whereby we emphasize that we should develop and of course sustain this spirit, but also we are trying also to patent some of the technologies so that they can benefit the developers but also the institution. Yeah.
They say a dream without value is as well as dead. We are speaking to Professor Msafiri Jackson, who is creating and instilling a lot of value all the way from the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton. And as we head to the conclusion, Professor, I would love you to speak to how you instill moral values to your students.
Well, this is a faith-based institution, and therefore we work as a team to instill moral values to our students.
Yes.
We have a spiritual committee within the institution which meets on a monthly basis.
Yes.
Basically, this committee oversees the spiritual programs for our students. But also, we have a very strong chaplains team. We have a deans of student team who are also working along the same line. We have a counseling team which is also handling issues, specific issues for our students. So basically we work as a team in order to instill moral values to our students. Yeah.
Parents may ask themselves of the affordability. How affordable is the school?
This school is very affordable. It's very affordable, and we have done some analysis trying to compare the fee structure of this institution with other institutions in the country.
Yes.
And even in the region. This is one of the most affordable institutions.
Yes.
But above all, we also have the help coming in. So when you bring in that factor of help, then you find that a student in science, in arts for instance,
Yes.
will be required to pay about 32,000 Kenyan shillings per semester.
Yeah.
Whereas a student in science, they are required to pay about 35,000 Kenyan shillings per semester, which is, I think, manageable.
Yeah.
Yes.
As we conclude, speak to that camera briefly.
On my last thought, I would like to encourage prospective students to apply to join this institution. The institution, University of Eastern Africa Baraton, is affordable. We offer moral value. But also this institution, it has new programs which are market oriented. And therefore, once you finish your studies in this school, you are likely to get employment. We have introduced new programs such as the BSc Aviation Management, and we also have nursing programs and many other programs which are very attractive. And once you study in this program, you are likely to be employed, or if you are not employed, you can create a job for yourself, but also for others. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor, for speaking to us. Live from the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton. They say consistency is the secret of turning around. Welcome to the holistic and the most admired university in Central, East, and beyond African borders.
I'm Dr. Edward Moka. I teach at University of Eastern Africa, Baraton, in the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences. My specialty is literature. I studied at this university. I did my first degree here before going to University of the Witwatersrand, Johannesburg, where I did my master's degree, and then went to Kenyatta University, where I did my PhD. And I can tell you the ideals that I picked from UEAB enabled me to move not just with speed, but I interacted with professors who would tell me they appreciated my integrity in the way I did my research. They appreciated the hard work, you know, things that I would say ideals that I picked from UEAB. I also, in the process, managed to author a book titled Writing Effectively from Sentence to Research Papers. And I would say Baraton for me is a great university. It made me, and it has made many more. It can surely make one a great person. I would encourage any prospective student out there to join UEAB for the following reasons. Number one, the spiritual aspects, the spiritual elements that you pick from this university will take you a long way, so that you are prepared not just for this world, but for the world to come. That indeed we serve with integrity in our work, and we are not doing it just for this world, but we are doing it in preparation for a heaven that we are supposed to inherit. But more than that, when you get to UEAB, you get to enjoy a number of other things, working with your hands. The work program that is in place was exemplary. I remember a time when universities such as Kenyatta came to UEAB to benchmark with us to get to know how it is that we go about our work program. And people come here, they don't have sufficient fees, they come, they work, they pay for their fees, complete, and go out there and serve. So that Other than the work program, you also can enjoy some scholarships. So really, it's a great place to be. It's a great place to be.
Wherever you are located here in this is your brother, Professor Gabriel Warancha, pastor, professor, and I'm so happy. It happens to be, I happen to be one of those earlier students of this university, University of Eastern Africa, Baraton. Way back in 1987, all the way 1991. Almost 92 May, I left. I graduated with the 2 degrees. I was an educationist, but I was a preacher. People wondering what happened, why don't you also take theology? Many foreigners, the Muzungus, they pushed me to take theology as well. And today, for your surprise, I'm a theologian, missiologist. My high interest is education and mission. That's why I am passing this message to you. I'm an educationist. I train here. I've been working all over Africa, southern Zimbabwe, in Asia, Philippines, as well as in Uganda for 20 years. This day is now, from September past, the division, Central Africa division brought me here. I am one of those servants of the Lord, training generations. The whole focus here is not about me, but I would like you to come to this International Christian Institute higher learning system that if you wish to send your sons and daughters, parents, you younger generation, free, you are welcome. Let me begin where I am. I'm a theologian, I'm a missiologist, of course, yes. I teach many young people, I trained many pastors throughout Africa, from all over, from South Africa up to Nigeria, for 25 countries I've been training all young people. You are very, very welcome for your diploma, certificate, degree, master's, up to PhD. As far as the theology, Department of Theology and Religious Studies is concerned, we are very, very delighted to help all up to your bachelor degree level. You're welcome. Please, you're welcome. Send your young people. This is a very, very fair university. We always focus people to grow and to make a difference in a life, to live a better life after all this world is ending. Jesus Christ is coming. That's why we are training all people everywhere, anywhere. So we are asking you, those of you, even if you have some finance, sponsor somebody to send here to the International Global Seventh-day Adventist Christian Institution, one among many hundreds and hundreds of universities that be very productive, useful. We welcome you. Send your children to protect their integrity, dignity, to grow better way. Today, anywhere people can go, but the end is questionable. What kind of life will they have in life to live a better life, younger generation? Theology is allowed, ladies can come and also study, do the needful, whether they are chaplains or teachers or preachers or pastors, ministers, very, very welcome. We are not only not focusing, but we are asking in any area you want to come and study here in this institution. Like I was brought up, and I was so delighted to learn a great lesson today among those God blessed senior professor. I'm a senior professor. Therefore, I want to welcome you. I'm here and many other professional Christian professors, teachers, all are here. Please send your relatives, tell to others, let they come. We are very delighted. Please kindly send them. We are here to train, to prepare people, to keep their integrity, dignity, to help themselves and help your background to bring Africa higher, better place. And that's what it is. Whatever area you are interested, whether business, education, or any professional area, whatever, nursing, you are welcome. Send to University of Eastern Africa, Baraton. You can come and apply, bring you with your good recommendation. Let us be recommended to come here. We want you to grow. When you graduate successfully for the better life. With us, I'm ending with that. I'm ending. Thank you so much. God bless you. The Lord be with you, Africans. Tell all of your children, your relatives, your friends, your neighbors, whomever you are, tell them University of Eastern Africa, Baraton is the best among many in Africa. You're very welcome. God bless you.
Thank you so much. My name is Mr. Samuel Ngoge Kariuki. I am quite a number of things in this university. I am the Dean of Men currently. I take care of the gentlemen, our students who reside in the dormitories. And I am also the chair, marketing committee. And therefore, that's who I am. I have been here for the past 17 years. The Dean of Men is vital in the university because, you know, boys become men. And because boys become men, and the students that we enroll in this university, some of them are men, and they need a situation whereby we interact with them. They need to see a role model who is a father figure, and therefore, Dean of Men is very, very important. You know, this system is borrowed from the American system. This university has borrowed several of its operations from the American system. And therefore, that's why we have the role of Dean of Men. We have another one, Dean of Women. We want to offer a role model to our students, even as they pursue their various programs in this university. Yeah, we ensure that because now we are talking about that interaction. I am very close to them, such that when there are issues, and you know they are coming from various backgrounds, from various countries, because this is an international university. And therefore you can imagine there are even various cultures. And sometimes there could be some conflicts here and there. They will require a conflict resolution. And that's where the Dean of Men comes in, so that we can harmonize things together. We can ensure that we thrive as a community, even though we are coming from various communities and we are coming from various backgrounds. Okay. The unique thing that I can talk about the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton, and why I go out there and encourage our students to join this particular university. I have several points that I can put across. Number one, we normally tell the students who are supposed to join this university that when you join here, if your program is supposed to take 4 years, you have no business here after 4th year, because you finish in a record time. Why? Because in this university, we've been here for the past 43 years. We have never had lecturers strike. We have never had workers strike, because the workers and the lecturers that work here are missionaries. They don't just work for money. You can even go without a salary, but ensure that you are doing your work. So we have no strike of that nature. Similarly, we have never had strikes by students. Not because there are no issues. There are issues, yes. But the moment an issue crops up, we sit down very fast to ensure that we sort it out with our students. And life continues. When you come here, you will finish in a record time. That's number one. Number two, this is a Christian-based university. And therefore, we have 4 areas that are very crucial. Number 1, you came here for your academics. So we train the head, mentor. Is that okay? Yes. Then we have this other aspect that is very dear to us, the spiritual aspect. We address the heart. Spiritual nourishment is very, very important to us. Number 3, we have what we call physical. Physical. We train the heart. We have a program here that is called Student Work Study Program, such that when you come here and you secure that student work study program, yes, we give you some roles here and there to pray. Is that okay? Yes. Sometimes you will work in the offices, sometimes you will work in the cafeteria. Like now, if I were to take you to the cafeteria, yes, you will discover that the students that are serving there, they are students. Okay. Yes, and they earn a little money. They earn a little money that goes towards their fees and upkeep. Part of it goes to upkeep. So these are jewels that you will have to get when you come to this particular university. Then we go to social, the aspect of social. You know, here we interact very closely with our students. In other universities, there are universities where you enroll and you meet with the vice chancellor during the day of orientation. Then when do you meet that same vice chancellor again? During graduation. But in this particular university, the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton, we are very closely related. We meet each other. You will see that the vice chancellor is seated here and the student is seated here. We are all listening to the same speaker in church. And therefore, the way we interact, the way we socialize with one another is very unique in this university. And then I would also want to tell you that several of the students who go through this university, yes, they get their partners here. Oh. They get their wives here. So these long-lasting relationships, yes, they are encouraged here, and we nurture them here. And sometimes they do their wedding in this big church that you are seeing there. Oh. They do their wedding there.
So they work here.
Yes.
They interact here. They
yes.
go to church.
Yes. Yes.
They even wed.
Yes. So these are the things that we are saying, that we are welcoming those prospective students who have not made a decision, where do I go? I tell you, when they join the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton, yes, I can tell them for sure, they will never regret it. We have a very robust counseling department. Yes. We have got 2 qualified counselors that are employed by this university. We have a lady and we have a gentleman. Sawa sawa. So we encourage our students whenever they have issues, because we won't say that there are no issues. We are not saying that this is heaven, but there are issues. When issues come up, we are human beings, and we are living within that sphere where we would also be affected by things, mental health. And therefore, we have our counselors here, and therefore they will ensure that when students approach them with issues, they give them the counseling that they require. Apart from the counselors, we have a whole department of theology. And you know, pastors are also counselors. And therefore, we have that opportunity to counsel with our students and to encourage them and to direct them and to offer the best support that they require when they are faced with issues. So we are not left out. We have a robust way of dealing with mental health issues in this particular university. We also have a hospital here. Jeremic Hospital is just within here. And therefore, when there are issues, we handle them as they come. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is this opportunity, this space that I have to tell you that we have this great institution, the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton, the university that was the first university in Kenya to be chartered by the government of Kenya. Hey, that one people need to know, that this university was the first university to be chartered by the government of Kenya. For example, the University of Nairobi was chartered in 2013, whereas this university was chartered way back in 1980s. So This is the university of choice. We have robust programs that we are offering here. We have, it is an opportunity that we have to demystify this issue whereby people have been thinking that University of Eastern Africa, Baraton, we only train pastors. No, we train across the board. We have new programs that are beginning in this September. We have aviation. Watu watakuwa wakisomea kuwa marubani wa ndege katika chuo hiki cha mashariki cha Baraton. Tuko na program ambayo imeanzishwa ya diploma in clinical medicine. Diploma in clinical medicine. And that one tells you that we have started the road towards doing medicine. So, ladies and gentlemen, we also have TVET courses. If you did not qualify to get that grade that takes you to the university directly, you can begin with the certificate, you can begin with the diploma as you prepare to upgrade to degree. So we have TVET courses that we are offering in this university, and they are very robust. We have very qualified teachers, and we ensure that we make it hands-on. We have hands-on training in this program that is TVET programs. We have level 5, level 6, and level 4. So we are training in all these areas, and therefore I want to take this opportunity to welcome our prospective students. Karibu sana katika chuo cha mashariki cha Baraton. Ni chuo kizuri, utapendeza ukiwa hapa, utapendezwa ukiwa hapa. Ukienda kafeteria yetu, maziwa huwa inatoka kwa mfereji. Maziwa moto huwa inatokea kwa mfereji. Utapendeza. We have a bakery here. We do our own bread, and we do it in various ways. Kuna keki za namna hii. So ukija hapa katika chuo hiki, ninakwambia ndugu msikilizaji, utapendezwa na utafurahia na utafurahia na utafurahia. Karibu Baraton.
My name is Kasmi Mwambu. I'm a student at the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton, in the School of Business, Department of Information Systems and Computing. This is a school that has molded me. Why I would like to recommend this school to anyone watching is because of the wholesomeness of the curriculum and how there's a lot of camaraderie and fellowship among the students, which goes a long way in shaping someone for the future and for the life to come. Thank you, and I would like to invite you to join us, that we would all enjoy this experience.
My name is Ian Bates, a student in the School of Business, Department of Information System and Computing. And what I can recommend in Baraton is about its co-curricular activities. We have also I play in one of the teams in Baraton, in the Baraton Premier League. We have it, and at the end of the semester, each team, it is rewarded. Yeah, also I personally am the coach of netball in the school, and also I play volleyball and other sports, also rugby. Even if I don't have a big body, I also play rugby. Yeah, and in matters of these sports, it is nice here because you interact with other students from other countries. Also, you see how they play, and you get skills from there. So in matters of sports, I recommend you to come and see how people from Ivory Coast, people from South Africa play, and you'll get some skills from there. Yeah.
My name is Christy Topaz, a student at the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton. I have now spent about 2 years in this institution, and there's been plenty of opportunity to experience different things that mold me in different ways. Different avenues for growing talents in sports, in music, in other things that I might not remember right now, but if you do find yourself here, you'll have a chance to find out for yourself.
My name is Marilyn Wanjala from the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton, School of Education, Humanities and Social Sciences, Department of Education. I recommend anyone to join Baraton University since it's a Christian chartered university. Here, our morals are shaped. When you come here, actually you will move out being an important person in the society who is morally shaped. We have here flags representing different students from different countries since it's an international university. Thank you.
Kwa majina ni Pastor Abigail Osoro, Associate Chaplain, Baraton University. Nafurahi sana kwa kuweza kualika wanafunzi wote muweze kukuja katika university hii ambao kazi yetu ni kuhakikisha ya kwamba tumewalisha kiroho ili ya kwamba unaposoma wakati mwingi baada ya masomo unakuja unapata neno ambalo linakutuliza moyo, ama ukiwa na changamoto yoyote mimi niko pale kwa ajili ya kuona ya kwamba umeweza kukutana na hali yako ya kiroho. Masuala yote ya kiroho nitaweza kuyashughulikia vile Mungu ataweza kuniwezesha. Kwa hivyo ninakualika wewe mwanafunzi na alika wewe mzazi uweze kutupatia wanafunzi, kwa sababu hapa baada ya kupokea ile degree ambayo imekuleta hapa Baraton, pia unapata degree nyingine ya kazi ya kiroho. Maana mtoto mwanafunzi utaweza kukua kiroho, na sio kiroho peke yake, hata maadili yako yatabadilika. Maana sisi kila wakati tunahakikisha ya kwamba siku ya Jumatano jioni, kila jioni saa 12 mpaka saa 1 unapata mambo ya kiroho ama unapata mahubiri ambayo yanakujenga katika maisha yako ya kiroho na hata maadili. Pia siku ya Ijumaa saa 12 hadi saa 1 pia unapokea mahubiri ambayo yanakuinua na yanakujenga katika hali yako ya kiroho na hata maadili yako, na inakusaidia katika mahusiano yako. Na pia siku ya Jumamosi unapata siku nzima, unapata kuanzia asubuhi saa 3 mpaka saa 6:30 unapokea tena mahubiri ama unapokea neno ambalo ni la faraja na la kukukuza na kukufanya ukaribie Mungu. Na tena jioni hiyo saa 12 hadi saa 1 pia unapokea neno ambalo linakusaidia katika hali yako ya kiroho, jinsi ya kupambana na hali ya maisha na jinsi ya kukua mtu wa maana katika ufalme huu na ufalme unaokuja. Na pia katika university hii tunajali sana mahusiano yako na Mungu wako na vile jinsi ya kukaa na wanafunzi wengine. Kwa hivyo kando na kupokea degree ile ambayo inakuleta hapa, pia unapokea degree ya kiroho. Yaani unakuwa na maadilifu katika society hii ambao tunajua ya kwamba kuna changamoto ambazo wanafunzi ama kizazi hiki kinapitia. Kwa hivyo unapokuja kupokea degree yako ama masomo ambayo inakuleta hapa, pia unapokea mambo ya kiroho ambayo itakusaidia jinsi ya kunavigate na maisha ambayo wakati mwingi yanakuwa ni changamoto. Kwa hivyo kama kuna mahali ambapo ya kuchagua ni the University of Eastern Africa Baraton, ambayo is a wholesome, it is a all round academic ambayo unapokea masomo yako na pia unapokea mambo ya kiroho. Kwa hivyo ninakualika sana kama mzazi, kama kuna mahali ya kuleta mwanafunzi ni hapa Baraton.
Welcome to the University of Eastern Africa Baraton, where minds are mentored, minds are structured, minds are put into a whole structured manner, where we have got students from all over walks of life. When you see at the back of my statue there, we have flags from different countries, from Southern Africa, part of it, from Eastern Africa, from West Africa, and not forgetting Kenya at large. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening, and welcome all the students from all walks of life. Karibu sana Baraton. Here in Baraton, as you've seen and you've heard from the previous speaker, we've got different courses that we're offering right here in Baraton. We also have the postgraduate students courses, masters in School of Business, School of Sciences, School of Education, and School of Nursing. We also have the PhD students from School of Business and School of Education. And I am one of the students in the School of Business doing strategic management in the class of 2026, cohort 1, which started the School of Business PhD in this school, in this university. I want to welcome those students, especially the working class or the working group in this country and all over East Africa and West Africa, in South Africa, to join us in this work program. Also to join us in studying these cohorts of PhD students, PhD classes. We have all the classes that each and every one of you would wish to be part of it and to enroll. So I just want to welcome each and every one of us.